It's your boy Raider Mike.
And the young architect back at it again, man.
Yes, we started off season three hot. Everybody was hot. The records from last week when we was on fire. Let's see. Raider Mike came in at 11-4. I came in at 11-4. And the architect came in at 12-3. And against the spread, Raider Mike was 1-3. Me and the architect was both 3-1. So as you can see, as the seasons go by, the picks get better and better. And then we're gonna try to up the ante this week. I don't know if we could do better than last week, but we're gonna give it a shot. So first over, we're gonna go over last week's action, see what we took from some of the games, some surprises, some injuries, and everything else in between. So Architect, we're gonna start off with you, man. What's some of your takeaways from last week?
Hey, man, it was some good football. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good games. Some surprising ones, I would say. The big surprise to me was how dominant Philly was in the beginning of that game. When New England started creeping back, Bill Belichick started, chalking some stuff up and was like, all right, let's get it. Another one, Cincinnati losing to Cleveland. Like, nobody showed up on Cincinnati. That was a crazy one to me. I was just like, if this is a sign of things to come, I might be scared. I might be scared if I'm a Cincinnati fan. You know what I'm saying? Seattle coming out flat against the Rams, who really just have Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chicago, being Chicago and getting towed up by Green Bay. Detroit beating Kansas City in Kansas City. There's a lot of good games, man. A lot of good games. Obviously, the big injuries, two that instantly hit my radar were J.K. Dobbins and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers only played 4 snaps, and you know what I'm saying? Saw that leg popping out. I was just like,
Yeah. Like, what do you think of that, man? The NFLPA sent out a little letter to the owners, man. They want all the fields grass now after that incident.
I agree. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I mean, even when I played football, and we played on turf, I hated it. You know what I'm saying? You don't, in my honest opinion, you don't get as much grip. It hurts hard. It hurts way more when you get tackled. You know what I'm saying? Grass at least got a little bit of give. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a little bit more money to maintain, but I 100% agree. I mean, shit, the
Man,
Raiders are in the.
That's $1 billion industry, multi-billion-dollar industry, man. Just to put grass in all the stadiums, because you remember Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas both were injured on that field also, man.
Exactly.
Torn ACLs for both.
A lot of Odell's early injuries when he was in New York. You know what I'm saying? I say it like this. I feel like teams, they're going to have their excuses and whatnot, but the Raiders literally play in the desert, and they have the greenest grass you'll probably ever see. So the upkeep might be a little expensive, but all in all, if you genuinely care about your players and you want football to be a little bit more fun, I'm here for it. I agree. All fields should be grass. I just think it's better that way. Just like back in the day when, you know what I'm saying, Dion and then was playing on damn AstroTurf wearing shoes. Like, I don't see the point of it. Just play on grass, man.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Well, as far as the games, though, what did you take away from last week? Like, what did you see that you like? Like, maybe like the San Francisco freaking being so dominant over Steelers, just different games.
For me, what I liked what I saw at the end when they played Jacksonville. I didn't expect Anthony Richardson to come out the gate and play as good as he did. Not saying he had a great game, but he definitely opened up my eyes because he was a big question mark for me being picked so highly overall and looking at him at Florida. Obviously he's a hell of an athlete, 6'4", 240, 250, whatever. But to see that he actually had control of the pocket, he looked rattled at times, but he also, he held it, he kept it together. They used him in the run game. So I think if he's able to continue to develop under that system, I think Indianapolis is going to be a hell of a team. Another one that I really want to talk about, Detroit, man. Detroit came out. They did what they had to do. They had, obviously, the Chiefs were missing some key players and whatnot, but still Detroit came out in hostile territory. You know what I'm saying? Jared Goff had a pretty good outing. The defense, you know what I'm saying? Detroit's defense showed up and surprised me, especially the rookie Brian Branch getting that pick 6 on Pat Mahomes.
You had him winning straight up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that only goes to show me that I'm gonna just start following my gut this season. You know? But yeah, there's a few other good games as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all.
All right, Raider Mike. What were some of your takeaways from last week, bro?
Well, Aaron Rodgers, he didn't get the credits getting rolling. He didn't get to a time. They didn't get to a commercial break before he done went out the game, and that's sad. I hated to see that, you know. But he older too, so AstroTurf, grass, or whatever. He's a little older, so he gotta just go down. He gotta do the Tom Brady rule. Once the person is coming to get you, you know you can't get away. Fall down on the ground. That's how Brady has minimized injuries for these last 3 years. You see at Tampa Bay, when he knew he was getting sacked, he would hit the deck. He wasn't trying to run around, scramble. He would just go down. And I wish Aaron Rodgers would have just, as soon as he started chasing, just as soon as he said, just go down. You know, I just wish he would have just hit.
Instinct, you know, because freaking
Tom Brady. I know it's not the first instinct, but Tom Brady perfected it. Shoot. And first instinct or not, that fool perfected it. Have you noticed that I watched quite a few of Tampa Bay games. He didn't take no punishment though.
Yeah,
he see you coming, Greg.
He can't move. That's why he had to perfect.
Right. Well, Aaron Rodgers evidently couldn't move too good. But anyway, my take on that game, that was a good game. I was impressed with the Jets defense. They were hitting people. I mean, they were very physical at the point of attack. I was impressed with their defense. Now moving forward, if old boy can manage the offense and not make mistakes, they can still make playoffs. They're not going to Super Bowl though. They're going to have to wait for Aaron Rodgers to come back next year. But the other game that nobody talked about that was a good game. It was high scoring. Miami Chargers game. Like I said, Chargers let you back in the game all the time. Defense got tired. Tua went to town on them. And, you know, they need to call Tyreek Hill is the most dangerous wide receiver in the NFL. They shouldn't call him the cheetah. They should call him the human torch because all he do is torch defensive backs. I'm going to start calling him the human torch because he torched defensive backs he torched that J.C. Jackson all game. He is a human torch. I mean, he torched people. I mean, it wasn't even funny, you know, and I like what Tua is doing. He outplayed Justin Herbert. He's showed why. Now he's showing why he was the 5th pick. You've seen those passing. When I believe what's the name said he's accurate, he is accurate. So when Tyreek Hill said he was more accurate than Mahomes, I don't know about that, but me probably is. I've seen a lot of his passes are on point. Now, all of Patrick Mahomes' are not. All his shit, when you see him when he got time to throw, you see that touch pass he threw on the run, I was impressed. And then the other game that I watched, the 49ers game, that was a blowout. And Brock Purdy, I can give him his credit now. Let's give him his credit. I'm going to give him his credit. He looked pretty good. He didn't have to do much, but he did what he needed to do, and he was efficient. So you got to give him credit. He played a good game. He didn't turn the ball over like Kenny Pickett did, and that's why and they ran the ball better, and they just played an all-around better game. But then when I took from the Raiders game against the Broncos was if you look at it, both teams didn't really possess the ball that much in that game. I mean, both teams hold on, long drives, and I don't think they, I can't remember how many plays they got, but for the amount of plays that they got, I mean, it was a good game because Russell Wilson looked better than he did last year. I will give him that, but that's on the run. When he was on the run, he was good. But when they kept him in the pocket, that's when we got to him. And one thing to take from that game was that the Raiders defense held the second half. They played good defense in the fourth quarter, and they finally stopped somebody. And that's important moving forward. And Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm gonna have to. You threw that one pick when it chipped off your hands, but I'm gonna have to give you a little credit. I'm gonna have to kind of embrace him now. I'm gonna have to embrace that guy. I didn't want to because I didn't know, but I got you. You got to give it to him. I mean, he didn't make he in the end. I mean, he looked cool as a pack of cigarettes at the end of that game. He had them boys playing, you know. And the Dallas Cowboys. What can I say about that game? That was a game I almost want to close my eyes. It was like getting beat. Poor Daniel Jones got beat like a pinata. Dallas Cowboys defense is for real. That's the new and reincarnated Legion of Dallas Boom. That's what you can call it. It's not the Legion of Doom Boom. It's a Legion of Dallas Boom. Because I'm telling you right now that I was impressed. And I ain't on no Cowboys bandwagon. I'm a Raider fan. You all know that. But the Dallas Cowboys, if they can play like that, if they can play defense like that every week, it's going to be a problem for Philadelphia or anybody in the NFC to beat them. And long as Dak just don't make mistakes. He didn't make mistakes. A couple of drop passes I took out of that by the tight ends would have made Dak's stats better. But he could, if he's efficient, Dallas Cowboys can run themselves all the way to the altar to that Super Bowl.
Yes.
So that's what I took out of it. I mean, I'm not just trying to say it just to be saying it. If you watched what I watched, I know both of y'all watched what I watched. I started feeling sorry for the dude. They were, I mean, it was a no holds bar, and not just him. No name people was getting pick sixes, and I mean, Diggs hit old boy, and the ball popped out like a cash register when Saquon got hit. I thought it was like a boop, and then the dude, the unknown guy, pick ball touchdown. Then they had a fumble recovery touchdown. Come on, I'm not 1 week to play like that. That's impressive. And Miami, those are the two teams that really impressed me was Dallas and Miami. And Miami's offense was sharper than the razor blade.
Hey, man, you know, I think all year long I'm going to look at the big three. To me, the NFC. I'm always going to compare and contrast 49ers, Cowboys, Eagles. And in week one, the Niners and Cowboys impressed me more than the Eagles did. I think the Patriots are going to be a little tougher than people think they're going to be. I think they'll be sound on defense. And then offensively, they're going to struggle. But the teams that are average that come up to New England, they may take out. But when they go on the road, they'll have issues. But with that said, I think I'm a little more impressed with the Niners' victory than ours, simply because we have the Giants number. We whoop on the Giants every time we play them. Dak is undefeated versus the Giants. Yeah, I think he went to either 7-0 or 8-0 against them. So for me, I was not impressed with necessarily them because we had their number, but I was impressed with our defense on all three levels: D-line, linebackers, secondary. I think our secondary is the best in NFL. You know what I mean? Safeties, corners. We got 2 lockdown corners, and we got safeties that make plays and safeties that hit. So, man, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, you sure had that.
It's going to be tough. But one game we saw the Jets and Bills, and everybody, the big news in that game was the Rodgers injury. But, man, let's talk a little bit about Mr. Josh Allen, man. He was turning that ball over like a hot cake. You know what I mean? He kept it. He just couldn't. I don't know. He's being Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? When he gets in trouble, he gets careless. He'll throw that mug up for grabs. You know, he tried to squeeze it in. That's the one thing about having all that talent. He'll mess around and try to make a play when there's no play to be made. So, I don't know, man.
But why are they calling him out? Why they not calling him out? They don't call him out, though.
He's not being held to the same standard as a Dak, and people talked about that already. You know what I mean? He turns the ball over at a furious rate. But Dallas needs to show me something. I want, you know what I mean? I know we could beat teams like the Giants, Commanders. You know what I mean? We'll split with Philly. You know what I'm saying? We'll beat a decent team like a Chargers or something like that. I want to see what we do when we play them Niners. You know what I'm saying? And when we played a team like the Bengals, you know what I mean? Even though they struggled the first week. I mean, the upper echelon. I want to see if we play the Chiefs, what go down. I don't care about the Giants, man. But That's my takeaway. Oh, and the Rams. I was shocked. I thought the Seahawks would handle them because the Seahawks they were impressive late last year. They made a little run. Geno did his thing, but did you see that highlight when Aaron Donald was coming to sack Geno?
He said, "Oh shit!"
And Geno's like, "Oh shit!" He threw the ball away. Oh man, that was bad luck, man. But going forward, we'll see. I think it's going to be a great year. You know what I mean? Congratulations, Architect. You got that first one in. But me and Raider Mike going to be hot on your ass. You're only up by one game, so Yeah, it was. I was going to take Tampa Bay, and I knew I should have went. Like you said, I should have went with my first mind. I was going to take Tampa Bay over Minnesota because I just felt like it was the first game, and it's a good game to get a quick steal. And I was thinking about that, and I didn't do it. Hey, man, but this week, don't think about it. Do it, man.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna like Tua did that shoot, man. 466 yards.
Oh, and then we can also throw in Chris Jones signed a deal 1 year for up to $25 million, worth like $19 million with like 5 point something in incentives, a lot of different incentives. We don't need to go over that. And another significant injury I want to talk about is Deontay Johnson, from the Steelers.
The hammy.
Yeah, he'll be out this week. Oh, we didn't even talk about what's it called?
J.K.
Dobbins.
Yeah.
Dobbins, Coughlin, torn ACL.
Week one, there's a lot of injuries. Surprised, like not surprised.
Browns for the Browns.
Do you think that's because nobody was playing in the preseason? That soft tissue wasn't ready for it.
I don't know if it's necessarily that. Injuries happen every year. It's not like we're going to go through a season. There's not going to be some surprise injury. There's not going to be injuries. They're going to happen. So it doesn't matter if they plan or not. We do know that they're going to happen in the first week. I just didn't expect Aaron Rodgers. That one was the most shocking one to me. I came in the house. I didn't even see him play one snap.
Yeah.
I didn't. After like the second snap, I went to the bathroom. I came back out and Zach Wilson was quarterbacking, man. I was like,
I ain't seen him. All I seen is on the gurney. I seen him on the gurney. I said, "Oh, that ain't good."
Actually, I don't think it's because of the preseason. Because I don't know. Maybe they do just have that soft tissue. Because look at Josh Jacobs. I mean, he didn't play at all. He didn't have training camp. And he didn't really have nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
some people
genetics too. Some people are just built different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a plethora of things, but I think maybe get a little bit of action in preseason, man. Get your body a little bit used to.
Get hit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Build up a little callus.
Yeah, but one other note is I didn't really hear all that, but Mike was telling me the little issue with one of the owners saying something racist. I'm not saying we're going to bring that in here, but I don't know if you heard about it. We're not going to bring it in, but I'm saying, did you hear about it?
Yeah, I heard about it.
I didn't. I'm like, he need to. Yeah, that's why I said what I said about what I said.
Yes, man. Let's rock and roll, man. Let's get into this week's games, man. We got a nice full slate, and it starts off tomorrow night. We got the Vikings visiting the Eagles. Eagles favored by 6.5. Let's see. The Vikings are 500 in their last 10 games, 5-5. We have Philly. They are 7-3 in their last 10, and head-to-head, in the last 9 games, Philly leads 5-4. Philly beat them last year 24-7. So, based off of last week, going into this week, Raider Mike, who do you like in this game, man?
Well, I'm gonna take the Eagles. I'm going for the spread on this one.
Oh,
because they're a better team. No. I ain't taking the spread because I don't know if they're gonna cover after the first game. I'm not going on the spread on that one. Even though it was 6 points, I do believe that they should be able to beat them by 7. But I'm just going to take the Eagles. They're a better team. I know Bill Belichick and them came kind of close, but not no cigar. They didn't get the cigar though, you know. So I just think because it's a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, that's one reason. And you know, Bill Belichick figures certain things, figures some stuff out. You know,
Okay.
I'll take them Flying Eagles.
All right, Architect. Who you like this one?
I'm gonna take the Eagles as well. I'm looking at it. I'm like, if Baker Mayfield was able to throw 2 tutties and not throw a pick, I think Jalen Hurts could do a lot better. Especially, you know what I'm saying that Minnesota allowed Baker Mayfield to throw 2 touchdowns and didn't pick them off. Don't get me wrong. I think Tampa Bay's defense is still nice or whatever, but not Tampa Bay, Minnesota. I think they still got some pieces and stuff that they can do, that they can, work around and whatnot. And the offense didn't look too bad, but I just think that Eagles defense, albeit they did what they did against New England, I think they're going to look at that and be like, okay, this is where we need to improve. And Kirk Cousins, I think this is the year he starts going down the drain, man. We might see a real decline from the mediocrity that you know what I'm saying?
I don't know about that, young Architect, man. Curtis Blow Cousins didn't look that bad.
He didn't look bad. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, like, playing
their defense is not that good.
He did that against Tampa Bay, whose defense was like, you know, they're good, but they're not what they once were. The Eagles, you know what I'm saying? I think they're going to clean up all the mistakes that they made, and they're going to make Kirk Cousins look like regular old Kirk, first cousin.
Okay. Well, it might surprise you to know that, you know, it's only one game sample, but after one game, the Eagles offense is ranked 24th, and the Vikings defense is ranked number 7. On the flip side,
that's not going to last.
The Vikings offense is ranked number 6, and the Eagles defense is ranked number 28.
That's not going to last. That's not going to last.
And regardless of all that, I am still taking the Eagles to win this game. There's no way Kirk Cousins is going in on the road and beating Philly. Not going to happen. So we're unanimous on that one. Nobody's taking the spread. So we'll keep it pushing. Next up, we got the Packers visiting the Falcons. Packers favored by 1 point. And then in the last 10 games, you know, the Packers are 6-4, Falcons 4-6. Head-to-head, they haven't played since 2020. Packers won that game. But based off what we saw last week, where are we going with this one? I'll go first for this one. I like the way the Packers look. They look solid. The Falcons look solid too, though, I must say. Bijan Robinson, man, he's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be something to deal with. But I think the Packers, with that strong offensive line, Love will be able to kind of sit back. He won't have as much pressure on him. And I like Love better than I like Ritter. So I'll take the Pack in this one. Architect, who you like?
I'm taking the Packers as well. And I'm
taking the spread. I'm taking the spread also.
I'm taking that one against the spread as well. After seeing what Jordan Love did last week against Chicago, that kind of just that's somewhat cleared up some questions for me that I had about Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't sure how he was going to look being the head guy, being the lead guy, but albeit against Chicago and Green Bay, you know, basically owned them for X amount of years. It's going to be hard for me to pick against Green Bay against these lesser teams, albeit, you know, the Falcons are at home. So I'm going to take Green Bay and I'm taking the spread.
Okay. Raider Mike.
Well, man, that's the way that I judge it is who's the better quarterback. And I think that Love is the better quarterback. I'm taking out. I guess we're gonna have a clean sweep because I'm gonna take the points on whatever the spread is on that. I'm take it on.
Only 1 point.
Well, nah, never mind. I'm gonna get to something better. We'll let that go. But I'm taking the Packers. Better quarterback, better, like you said, better offensive line, better defense.
But you're gonna take something better against the spread. All they gotta do is win. You're picking them to win anyway.
Well, okay, I'm picking them to win. So I'll take that one. Then. I'll take that. Like Puffy told Diddy, Like Diddy told Biggie, take that.
Take that.
Take that, take that.
Okay. Next up, no, we're not going to do that. We'll save that game. We will go with the Ravens visiting the Bingo Bengals. Bengals favorite -3.5. Last 10, Ravens are 5-5. Bengals are 8-2 in their last 10. Head to head, Ravens are 6-4, but Bengals have won the last 2. They swept them last year. So, Raider Mike, who you liking this one, man?
I'm about to go Mingo Mango, go with the Bingo Bangos because they not finna lose 2 in a row. I don't think they lose 2 in a row. I'm taking the Bengals, even though I like the Ravens. I like Lamar Jackson. I like what they're doing over there, but I think the Bengals gonna come out roaring this week. The Tigers gonna be attacking this week.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Bengals.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens, man. I get that they just lost J.K. Dobbins, but that offense still looked like they were rolling without him. Zay Flowers looks like a hit right now. Now that they got him on the team, and you see him in some action. It's a lot of questions for me around the Bengals, not just on their offense, but their defense as well. So, and it's a divisional game. I think the Ravens are going to go into Cincy, and I think they're going to get them.
Okay. Well, looks like we're on the same page, young man. I like the Ravens in this, man. You know, the Bengals offense look horrible. You know what I mean? And after one game, they're ranked dead last in the league. I realize the Browns have a good defense. Browns are going to be a team to be reckoned with this year. But in that division, they're all going to beat each other up. And I like the familiarity as far as the Ravens. And I'm taking that one against a spread since I'm getting all right, 3.5. Oh, I marked it on the wrong one. I put it in the wrong one for us. Yeah, I'm taking Ravens, man. And I'm taking the Puthos against a spread. You know? Moving right along. Next up, we have the Seahawks visiting the Lions. The Lions are favored by 5 points. Now, let us see. 60% of the public is on the Lions also. And in the last 10 games, Seattle is 3-7. The Lions are 8-2 in the last 10. When's the last time you heard of something like that? Wow.
Barely. No.
That's crazy. But the thing is, let's see. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 5 times these two teams have hooked up, Seattle has laid the wood. Or actually, they only won by 3 points last year. But I don't know. I will go first on this one. And I think the Lions are hot, man. We're going to find out what Seattle's made of because they didn't look good at all against the Rams. You know, I expected them to play better. They didn't. Lions look good, and I think they build off the momentum. So, what say you, Raider Mike?
Well, I don't know. It's been a long time since I done picked Detroit. But I mean, I'm gonna take Detroit Lions, and I'll take the points. I'll take them on the spread on that. I think they'll cover that. I'll take Detroit Lions. I think the offense is good. Defense played good against Patty Melt Mahomes. There's a lot of drop balls, but still, they still won that game. They earned that game. I would take the Lions.
Lions, huh?
I'm out the line.
Oh, yeah, you can go ahead and chalk this up as a sweep. I'm taking the Lions too, man.
Oh, I knew you were.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's your little under squad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Aiden Hutchinson and them boys look good on the defensive side. Jared Goff got a little thing going on the offensive side, you know? And
Okay.
I can't get out of my head that Aaron Geno Smith is oh, shit.
When's the last time we had a clean sweep for the Lions? Look at here. It's a brand new day. All right. Next up, we got the Colts. -1 visiting the Texans. So the Colts slight favorite. In their last 10 games, the Colts are 1-9, while the Texans are 2-8. Not much better. And let's see, in the last year, the Texans won their last meeting, 32-31. Their first meeting, they tied 2020. But before that, 1, 2, 3, 4, the Colts had beaten them 4 times in a row. Got brand new quarterbacks. We got 2 rookies starting. We got Richardson versus Stroud. Where are we going with this? Raider Mike?
Oh, you just asked me first or last time. I was gonna go second.
You know, when I pick you, man, you know.
Who am I gonna pick in that game? Neither one of those teams are gonna be too good to me. So, yeah, but they in Texans. I'm gonna take the Texans. We're gonna go on him. We're gonna get Stroud's gonna get his first win. I'm gonna have to go with Stroud. He's a better pure passer. I'm gonna go with Stroud.
Okay.
I'm going with Texans.
All right, Architect.
I'm taking the Texans just because they're at home.
Okay. Let me take a little something. We got offense, Texans 18. No. Colts 18. Texans number 13 defense. Taking on it. Man, you know what? We're gonna have to make this one unanimous. I think just simply because the Texans are at home. I don't see Richardson winning on the road, not just yet. And I think who's the head coach? That was a Niners D coordinator last year.
D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico. I think D'Amico gonna have a little something ready for Richardson, man. I think he could dial something up.
That other rookie, Will Anderson, on the defensive side of the Texans, he got him one against Lamar.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think the Texans defensively is where they're gonna start to build first. I mean, Stroud, they got him, but I think they'll get better faster on defense because of Ryan. You know what I mean? So next up, we got KC minus 3.5 visiting the Jags. The last 10, KC's 8-2, Jags 8-2. Head to head. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look here. Gonna count with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kansas City has won their last 7 meetings. I think we make it 8 here. I'll go first. I'll take KC. I don't think they'll start off 0-2. What do you say, Architect?
I'm right there with you. And then on top of that, Travis Kelce should be coming back this week. They did get Chris Jones back. He's going to plug and play. He's going to mess up. He's going to mess up that O-line and put a little pressure on old Sunshine back there. So I think the Chiefs are going to do what they need to do, walk up into Jacksonville, you know what I'm saying, and get that dub. Because I don't think they're going 0-2
either. All right. Raider Mike, you gonna make it unanimous or
might surprise you? I'm taking them Jags.
I was about to say you going with Sunshine.
Yep, I'm going Prince Charming. I'm telling you, they got Calvin Ridley run them routes. They got Zay Jones. They got Evan Ingram, that tight end. They got Travis Etienne. The defense is good. They're at home. I'm taking them because if Travis Kelce ain't 100% and he out there, it's going to do them any bit of good. Can't be a decoy.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. Calvin Ridley looked good last week, man.
Yeah, he did. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm taking the Jags. I think they have arrived now. I think the quarterback has arrived. And
you want to take that? You want to take that spread? I mean, you're getting points.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just feel I got a good feeling about them for this, especially Kansas City. It's time for them to go down. They ain't got no wide receivers.
Well, I forgot to mark mine Ravens. I took them against the spread. I don't know if I said that or not, but
you
definitely doing that. All right. So far, Architect, you only have 1 against the spread. I have 2. Raider Mike has 2. So next up, moving right along, we got the Chiefs minus 3 visiting the Titans. Titans.
Chargers.
Yeah,
You
that's
mean
what
the
I said.
Chargers?
Yeah, that's
You
what I
said
said.
Chiefs.
Y'all hear me? I know. I had Chiefs on the mind. All right, Chargers. Their last 10, they're 5-5, and the Titans in their last 10, they're 2-8. Jeez. Whew. And then head to head in the last 10 games, Chargers are 8-2 against the Titans. So, whatchamacallit, Vrabel's usually has a good record against most teams. Against the Chargers, not so much. All right. And this one, Architect, he got in his game.
Got the Chargers. I'm looking at them to kind of, rally behind allowing Tyreek Hill to have 215 yards. I don't think their number one receiver, the Titans' number one receiver is DeAndre Hopkins, and they got Ryan Tannehill throwing the ball back there. Ryan Tannehill ain't nowhere near in the same class as Tua. Yes, they obviously still have Derrick Henry, but he's going to get his. It's just as long. It's just as much of a matter as can that defense actually make up for the mistakes they made against Miami and keep Ryan Tannehill from looking good. I think Justin Herbert and them boys will be all right. So I think they go in. I think they go into Tennessee, and I think they take care of business.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Let's see, Raider Mike, who you like?
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Chargers because who they playing. If they're playing somebody a better opponent, I wouldn't be going. I'm gonna take the Chargers.
You thought about that one.
No, I didn't think about that. I was picking the Chargers because Tennessee, man, you don't know what Ryan Tannehill.
They just lost to Derek Carr, man. They just lost to him.
Huh?
So Tennessee just lost to Derek Carr by 1 point.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, 1 point or not. I still can't pick them.
We're going to make this unanimous because Ryan Tannehill looked horrible last week.
He did.
He was one quarterback that he looks like he's regressed, you know what I mean, and regressed bad. So I don't think Derrick Henry would be enough. So we're all unanimous on that. Next up, we're going to go to the Giants, -5.5, visiting the Cardinals. In their last 10, it says they're 3-6 in their last 10, but we'll just say in their last 9, they're 3-6. And then the Arizona Cardinals in their last 10, surprisingly enough, they're 1-10 or 1-9, excuse me. But in the last 4 times these two have met, the Cardinals have won every time. But that was with little Kyler behind the helm. Got something new going on now. So in this one, I'll go first. And just by default, I'm going to take the Giants. I can't believe the Giants are favored by 5.5 in this game. I don't see that big of a difference between these two teams, but Vegas does. They know something we don't know, probably. So I'm going to take the Giants. All right, Raider Mike, who you taking?
I think everybody taking the G-men, which is Cardinals not too good. I'll take the G-men.
All right, Architect.
I'm taking the Giants and the point. I don't care if it's by 5. I think they're going to get that done. I'm taking the Giants and the points. The Cardinals are absolutely horrible right now, man.
Hey,
Y'all
man,
just
they played the Commanders tough, man.
Man, they let Sam Howell get a dub. Nah, and Sam Howell's not a bad quarterback. I don't want to say about like Sam Howell's a bad quarterback, but still, like, nah. I think, that's that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep it pushing right along. Speaking of those Commanders, they are visiting the Broncos, and the Broncos are favored by 3.5. So that lets you know what Vegas thinks about the Commanders' victory over the Cardinals, man. Because the Broncos did not look too hot. They played you guys. So in their last 9, the Commanders are 5-4. And then in the last 10, the Broncos are 2-8. And then head to head, they split their last 4 times they played. Raider Mike, back in this game, man.
Well, damn sure I'm not picking Washington. I just don't think that. I mean, Russell Wilson didn't look bad last week. He looked better than he did the last year, and he did throw a couple of touchdown tosses on us on the run. So, and Chase Young not playing either. So I'm gonna take the donkeys. Donkeys,
huh?
Said head don't. Yep, gotta take the Broncos. I'll take the Broncos over the
donkey.
All right, I'm gonna make mine real quick. Follow that cab. I just don't. I don't think the Commanders go on the road and win. Not impressed by their first victory. What about you, Architect?
I think the Commanders go on the road and win.
Wow.
I don't look. I'm not saying the Raiders' defense was great because they weren't. The fact that they made Russell Wilson look like how he looked, basically the same as last year. I think the Commanders, even without Chase Young, they still have Deron Payne, Josh Lett. They got some pieces over there on defense. I think they can go in. I think they can go in the Mile High and get that dub.
Okay. All right, man. You know,
they ain't got Shador back there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I like it. It's competitive. All right. Next up, we got the Dolphins -3 visiting the Patriots. The last 10, the Dolphins are 4-6. Patriots 4-6. Head to head. Dolphins in the last 10 are 6-4. But let's see. Patriots won the last time they played last year, but Tua didn't play in that game. But before that, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, won by the Dolphins. And guess what? All 4 of those games were Tua because Tua is 4-0 versus the Patriots. So, but that said, I'll go first, and I'm going to take those Dolphins. I'm going to take the Dolphins, and they got that nuclear weapon, and I don't think Belichick has an answer for it. Raider Mike, who you like, man?
You know who I'm picking already. I was always impressed with them Dolphins, the quick striking Dolphins. They call them quick strike because that's what they was doing.
All right. Architect?
I'm taking the Dolphins too. After the outing that I saw, especially if they get out ahead early, like Philly did, I think the Dolphins will be A-okay. They're going up into Foxborough, you know what I'm saying? But it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Miami and the boys, they got a Lamborghini out there at wide receiver number 1. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm taking the Dolphins, man.
Say whatever you want to use for speed and power.
You know what I'm saying?
Lamborghini, stealth bomber, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You got a damn jet fighter out there, like
you
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, he's
whatever you want to say. Next up, we got the Saints -3 visiting the Panthers. In their last 10, the Saints are 5-5. Cardinals, Panthers. In their last 10, 5-5. Head to head, Saints lead 6-4, although the Panthers swept them last year. So, first up, Architect. Who you want? Saints, Panthers, Saints.
I'm taking the Saints, and I'm gonna take the points. And Panthers, they're not there yet. They got some pieces. They definitely got some holes in on both sides. But I think with Derek Carr back there, he gonna throw you a pick. You know what I'm saying? I know that because he did it week 1. He's done it for the past 10 years for the Raiders. He gonna throw you a pick. But I think the Saints defense will still be able to capitalize that. One, the Panthers don't have a good offensive line, and Bryce Young is a rookie. I think they're going to rattle him up a little bit, and I think they'll be okay. Take the Saints and the points.
Okay. Raider Mike. Saints, Panthers, Saints.
Well, I'm going to take the Saints because Panthers, they got some building to do. Bryce Young is just unfortunate that he has the team that he has. I mean, he just hope he don't get hurt. I'm gonna take the Saints. Better team, better defense. I'll take that. I will take them. I'll take the Saints.
Okay, but actually, Carolina after one game, has the better ranked defense. Carolina's defense is ranked number 5, while the Saints' defense is ranked number 17. So,
I don't care about that because that's 1 week ranking on, it's 1 week.
hey, it means something. The numbers don't lie. But I also will say I will take in this game the Saints myself. I think the Saints are just the better team at this point. I thought like Card. A lot of times when you look at these games, you got to look at the quarterback matchup. And right now, I think Carr he's on a revenge tour. I think he wants to make the playoffs this year. He wants to show and prove that the Raiders made a mistake. So I think the tour continues. I think when it comes to the average to below average teams, he'll be able to get victories versus quarterbacks that aren't as good as him. So next up, we got the Browns -2 visiting the Steelers. This is going to be a tough game here. Divisional game. And then in the last 10, Browns are 5-5, while the Steelers are 7-3. Head to head. Steelers 6-4, and then you look at last year, these teams split. Let's see, with the home team winning both games. This one's in Pittsburgh. So, Raider Mike, who you liking this game, man?
I'm still going to be down for them Cleveland Browns. I'm not. The way Pittsburgh played against a team with pass rushers in the defense, I can't trust them. They didn't look good last week. A good defense get after that quarterback, not good. I'll take the
problem, huh?
Yeah. You saw what I saw, so I know you saw it.
I saw it, man. I think that you still need to take 2 teams against the spread. We don't have many left. So
I'll get
the Browns, huh?
Take them Browns.
All right. Got them Browns. Architect. Steelers, Browns, Steelers.
Yeah. This is another divisional game. It's going to be another tough fought one, but I'm going to go with them Browns too. I mean, obviously the Browns with the run game, Nick Chubb back there. It's gonna look a little hectic, I think. But I think Sean Watson's gonna have a better game this week as well. I like what I saw last week out of Cleveland, albeit I did pick against them. They showed me something. That defense is something fierce.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna part ways on this one, fellas, because
ain't no way.
Man, I think the 49ers. There's a white line open on the right. I think the 49ers just made the. Hold on for a sec. Not that one. The one that's open. Yes. I think the 49ers. The way they demolished the Steelers, man, gave people a false sense of what the Steelers really are. They ran into a juggernaut. They ran into a team that is going to be a Super Bowl contender, man. You know what I mean? The Steelers, I'm going to believe what my eyes saw in the preseason. I know people saying the preseason don't count as much anymore, but I like that cohesiveness. And like I said, last week, if you look at that Niners defense, man, I think the only team that would even had a chance against them last week was Cowboys. And that would have been basically defense on defense, or maybe Miami, because Miami will probably put up points. But I think the Niners just look so impressive, man. It made a lot of people get off the Steelers. So I'm going to take them. They're at home and they're getting points. I'm going to take those points. Yeah. Mike Tomlin as a home dog, he's a beast, man. He's a beast. So,
well, I don't think he'll be in this year. I think your eyes is
the Bucks. And let's see here. The Bears visiting the Bucks. Let's go back, and it's up here. The Bucks are favored by 2.5 over the Bears, and then in their last 10 games, the Bears are 0-10, while the Bucks are 500, 5-5. And the last 10 times they played, the Bears lead this series 6-4, but they don't play each other every year. Last time they played was 2021. And based off what we saw last week, where are we going with it, Raider Mike?
This Baker Mayfield playing good 2 weeks in a row. I don't see it. I see Justin Fields playing better, outplaying him. I'm gonna take the Bears. I'm gonna go for the D. I knew they didn't look too good last week, but I think they get on track this week. They got some weapons there. I'm gonna take the Bears. I mean, I'm just not convinced with Tampa Bay.
Interesting. Architect.
Is there points I got to take? No, there ain't no points. That's just straight up.
No, well, you might as well take the points. They're underdogs, so if they win, you win.
Yeah, I'll take the points. I'm gonna take them Bears.
Okay,
the Bears roll.
We got 3 more games to pick, and then you need 1 more against the spread. So, Architect, who you liking this game, man?
I'm gonna take the Bucks, man. Bears let me down week 1, man. They didn't look too good at all. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna rock with the Bucks. I think the Bucks defense, albeit they're not as good as they once were, like I stated earlier, I think the Bucks. I think they'll be okay. Baker back there, as long as he doesn't make any costly mistakes, because he's gonna make a few. As long as it comes down to crunch time and he's able to, lock in, I think the Bucks will take this one.
Yes. And I am going to follow that cap because I'm going to believe what my eyes show me. My eyes show me that Justin Fields is not quite who people think he is, and they showed me that Baker Mayfield has something to prove, and he came out at week 1 and he proved it because people keep throwing him out to the pasture, and he keeps on saying, hey, I'm still here. And he keeps balling and going against the Bears defense that is just not that good, ranked 22nd. Although, like I said, it's only 1 week sample. I think they went on the road and they won a game against a playoff team from last year. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, the Bears lost at home to a team with the new quarterback. So I'm going to go with my brain, and I'm going to go with the Bucks in this here game. Next up, we got the 49ers visiting the Rams. Rams favored by 7, the Niners favored by 7.
I was about to say, what?
No.
I was about to say.
Oh, man, every now and then I get that dyslexic up in here, you know what I'm saying? But in the last 10, the 49ers are 9-1, while the Rams are 3-7. Head-to-head, this is why a lot of people like the Niners in this. Let me see. In the last, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last 9 times they played, the Niners are 8-1 against the Rams. So,
was that one when they lost when the Rams went to the Super Bowl?
No. But it was the first time they met, or actually, this is from January 30th, 2022. Last time the Rams beat them, 20-17. I'll go first in this one. I think this is a fairly easy one. I'm going to take them the 49ers. And will I do it? Yeah, I'll take the spread in that one. 7.5. I think, man, they're going to put some pressure on Stafford, and I don't think Stafford will be able to handle it, man. So, Raider Mike, who you liking this one?
Well, we have to take them Niners. Better team, better defense, better players, tougher team. They're going to knuckle beat the Rams. I'll take the spread points on it.
Okay. Oh, Young Tito said the one loss that the Rams put on the Niners is in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and the NFC Championship, right?
Yeah.
Was he? So that was the year the Rams won the Super Bowl in 2022?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's why it's fan talk, not football expert talk. You know what I'm saying? So, Architect, who you liking this one?
Taking the Niners in the points. Yeah, Niners defense speaks for itself. Matt Stafford back there.
No putts in the chicken.
Hey, I'm gonna say it now. If the game is that bad, we might see an early Stetson Bennett.
You think it's gonna get that bad?
I'm
Jeez.
just saying it could. It could. I don't doubt it.
Oh man, that would be an ugly thing, man.
No, why?
Next up, I'll let you guys get the payoff on this one. Next up, we have the Jets visiting my boys, the Cowboys. The Cowboys favored by, at this point, 9.5. But it's crazy because when the line first came out and no one knew about Rodgers' injury, Cowboys was favored by only 4. So it's jumped up a lot. In the last 10 games, the Jets are 3-7, while the Cowboys are 7-3, head-to-head. Ooh, damn, head-to-head. The last 4 times they played, the Jets won 3 of those times, although they haven't played since 2019. I'll go first in this one. And obviously, I'm going to take my boys. I think the Cowboys get this. Let's see. I already have my 4 by the spread. I wouldn't take this one by the spread anyway, even though they don't have Rodgers, but I don't trust the Cowboys against the number yet. I need the defense to do this consistently, what they did last week. Last week, they had the Giants, who they normally whoop up on, and they had the rain. So
Almost done.
I'll just take them for the victory. Architect, who you liking this one?
You know, it's funny. Me too. Before the Aaron Rodgers injury, I was like, okay, like I could see this was going to be a game that I was going to watch. You know, like really keep my eyes on. But now I'm taking the Cowboys. Don't get me wrong. I still think there's a way that the Jets could sneak by. I honestly do.
Oh, really?
I do. But I'm gonna take the Cowboys because for whatever reason, when they had Jerry's World, they upped it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
Who you liking this one, Raider Mike?
Ain't no Rodgers, and I wasn't taking them anyway. I was going to take the Cowboys at home. The defense, the better offense, better quarterback. Everything. I mean, I'll take that game. I'm going to take the Cowboys. The boys going to come out.
All right. Now we come to the payoff. The last game we have the Las Vegas Raiders visiting Buffalo Bills. The last 10, the Raiders are 5-5, while the Bills are 8-2, head-to-head. In the last 6, the Bills are 4-2, and the Bills have won the last 2. It's like the Bills won the last 2, the Raiders won the 2 before that, the Bills won the 2 before that. So the Raiders have 2 victories squeezed in there. I'll go first on this because you two are the resident Raider fans, and I think Mr. Allen has something to prove. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is when one of those good quarterbacks or a quarterback with potential, all that, whatever, has a bad game the week before they play you. So they got to come back and they got to show and prove. This is going to be tough for the Raiders to pull out anyway, going on the road to Buffalo, trying to win against a perennial playoff team. So I'm going to have to go with those Bills to get the victory. Architect, who you going with?
Yeah, I was having this conversation with the homies earlier this week, and we were, it was funny because all of them were like, "Oh yeah, we're 1-0. We're the only team in the AFC West that got a dub." And I was like, "Well, going into week 3, we're gonna be 1-1." Because again, I think I'm right there with you. Josh Allen had a bad game. In my eyes, he lost to Zach Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's gonna come out in front of that home crowd. He gonna be trying to sling that thing left and right, and this will be a real testament to see how the Raiders defense is. You know what I'm saying? I think this will. So With that being said, man, I'm gonna take the Bills to win this one.
All right. All right, here we
I
go.
want to take. Yeah, I want to take the Bills too, but yeah, we gotta make this. We gotta make this spicy. We gotta be bold and I mean, it's not just because it's the team. That's not just it. It is time to start beating those teams. And if Josh Allen play like he played this Monday, guarantee they lose.
So who are you
And
picking?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go off. I was gonna take Buffalo, and I really want to, but we all can't have the same picks. You
Don't
know,
blame it on that. Pick who you want to
we all
pick.
can't have the same
It don't matter
picks.
who everybody else
I
picks.
I
It's
mean,
who you want
I
to pick.
want to see a big upset. But like you said, I mean, I don't know. I mean, damn, it's a hard one to pick though. This is a hard one to pick though, because I know if any other circumstance, I pick Buffalo because they're at home. Damn, I'm gonna take the Raiders. I'm just gonna go off on the limb. I'm just gonna take.
I
I'm gonna
know
go
you
ahead.
were.
The only reason why is because the way he just played. If he would have
Yep.
played on point, if he would have played on point Monday night, okay, fine. But if we can get some pressure on him and he throws picks, I mean, Jimmy G ain't gonna throw 3 picks. He's not gonna turn it over 4 times.
Yeah.
That's just
Like,
not.
I will
yeah.
say this. I will say this. Jimmy G, from what I saw last week, he got somewhat of a heart that that I saw Derek Carr kind of lose. So I say yes, I'm picking the Bills, but you know what I'm saying. I will say that I like the heart that Jimmy G has. But with that being
Right.
said,
It's contagious. He got them boys playing. See, they got that confidence. Gregory, he pumps confidence into the offense.
as a betting
Okay.
man,
Okay.
But as a bet, I'm just doing this because I
Because
just
you
feel
want
somebody
to.
have to have an ultimate upset this weekend, and this
that's
has
true.
got to be the ultimate upset.
This would definitely be the ultimate upset, 100%.
This is the ultimate upset right here. I'm predicting. That's
The Raiders are starting out 2-0. I like it. I
and
love
I'm
it.
flying high because you're gonna hear me calling both of y'all
I
if
know.
they do.
Okay.
I
I mean,
already know.
that's what you
And it ain't because it's the
say.
team, Gregory. It's because of what I saw.
Yes, it is. Stop lying, man.
Oh, it's not just it's part team. Listen, it's part team and part from what I've seen from Josh Allen. I'm just if he press against us, if he pressed like he just pressed, yeah, we're gonna push him to the side. Take that W.
Hey, man, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know each year you will have the Raiders going 17-0. I am not
No,
mad at
last year, no, you got that wrong because last year I picked against the Raiders a couple little times last year. You got that wrong. I did pick against the Raiders.
It's okay.
True.
After I brought up the fact that you pick them every week, you started to
No, I did not. No, I didn't. I was being realistic on some of those picks. I did not pick them every year, and you know I didn't. That's how I won a couple of them.
All right.
It's not about that.
Okay, I see you.
If I had to put some money on it now, if somebody said you got to put money on top of it right now, no, I'm not taking it. For real. I can't put no money on my team right now. You said, you said let's put 50 on it. I say I'll put nothing. I said I'll take the Bills.
Hey, man. Hey, this is gonna conclude the show for this week, man. I like how we're starting off. Everybody, like I said, our goal is to get each week for everybody to get at least 10 wins. That has to be the low marker. 10 wins and 2-2 against the spread. That's the standard. The standard is the standard. And in the first week, all 3 of us was above the standard. So we're gonna try to keep it moving, man. Keep it pushing and keep doing well. So with that said, let everybody sign off.
It's your boy Raider Mike. And when that came Sunday, I say I told you so.
Okay.
It's the young architect, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You feel me? And I'll see y'all next week.
All right. And should they lose their game, I'm not going to be the one to say I told you so. I'm not gonna
Well,
say
if they lose a game, it's not like nobody's really picking them. I'm just
I
picking
didn't
them.
interrupt you when you was talking, man. Why you interrupt me, man? Yeah, some of that Raider stuff. That Raider stuff keep flowing up in here. But anyway,
I'm gonna keep being a Raider.
I'm gonna sign off for this week. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and it's only gonna get better and better. Dick G, and I'm out. 2 fingers.